What is up, my buttery biscuits? I am super late to making this video. The reason why is because I told you guys recently I've been having a whole lot of dental work done. I had this wisdom tooth removed over here, and then I'm like getting an implant on another tooth. And then I had this wisdom tooth over here, which literally almost took me out, y'all. It was the most traumatic experience of my life, but low-key it was kind of funny. Like, I want to ask for like the security cam footage because y'all know I'm a big guy. Like, I'm big, 6'2". Like right now I'm like 240 pounds. I was almost 300 before. I almost lost like 60 pounds now. Anyways, totally off topic. But y'all, when the dentist was trying to remove that wisdom tooth, my body was literally being lifted off of the seat. Like, I'm not exaggerating. Literally lifted. I was like, oh my gosh, how much force is he using to take this tooth out? Because I guess it was like still apparently stuck to the jawbone. Y'all, it ended up getting infected, so I couldn't even talk for days. The pain was unreal. One night I woke up literally crying because my face was just throbbing. It felt like somebody was just taking a hammer to my face. It was so severe. So when Michaela made her return to social media, I was like, I can't even talk. I was getting so many DMs of people like, hey, Michaela returned. I don't know if you saw on TikTok. Sending me her oh my gosh, I just bit my tongue. to add on top of it, I just bit my tongue. Jesus. People were saying, I don't know if you saw her TikToks, but here she is, blah, 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 whatever. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't even talk. So I did want to make this video. Sorry that I am late on it, but I did want to make a follow-up video because I did talk about it within my first video. And I do feel like this is a very important topic to talk about, which is so crazy to see so many different beauty influencers chime in on this because obviously, let's just keep it real. Like, Michaela really kind of did make a whole community look bad. And I feel like that's very unfortunate. I'll give you guys my full thoughts and opinions, obviously, about that within this video. But anyways, before we get into it, make sure you guys head down below, check out my second channel with my brother. Y'all, if you guys have not checked out my new video, Hell's Kitchen, it's pretty much just my brother's video because he did eat like all the items on the menu. I don't eat meat, so I didn't really eat too much, and it is kind of like a steakhouse, and he did do the hotel tour, but it's such a good video. Like, I don't know why it's so funny. Like, I love my little brother, and I feel like we're low-key kind of like twins. We really, even though we're 13 years apart, like, we're really kind of like twins, and it's just a really good video. So make sure you guys go check that out. Make sure you guys go show some love. So, oh my gosh, show some love over there. Make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up, and let's go ahead and get into it. Before we talk about her actual return and some of the comments that she was actually making back to people, and Jeffree Star chiming in, which I was like, this is so random. But love it or hate it, he obviously does that type of stuff to stay relevant and to like sell his brand. I do kind of feel like it is kind of like out of left field, you know what I'm saying? But then obviously everybody on the internet was talking about it, and so many other beauty influencers were talking about it. But I'm like, the fact that he was inviting her on TikTok to his ranch, I was like, this is weird. Do you know what I mean? I was like, what? But I obviously get it. He's trying to stay relevant. He's trying to like get more traction on his TikTok. We all do it. I totally get it. It was just a little bit like, what? I want to give you guys my thoughts and opinions about her whole return as to just me. I'm speaking as solely me, and I feel like her return was really, really disappointing. I do have conflicting thoughts about this because I personally, you guys know how I am. I'm the type of person that I feel like if you do me wrong, if you hurt my feelings, if you just apologize for it, I'm gonna let it go. That's just the type of person that I am. I feel like I do not have the time or the energy. And on top of that too, like, the older I get, the more I realize like life is so short. I don't want to sit here having grudges against people that I care about. Do you know what I'm saying? Or even grudges with people on the internet. Like, I'm like, y'all, life is just too short. I'm really not trying to have this type of like negativity dwelling in my mind all the time. So me personally, I was actually kind of like thinking that Michaela would come back to TikTok and say, you know what? I felt the pressure from L'Oreal to like make this mascara look super good, because obviously, let's keep it real, she's probably making like 100 grand. She's probably making more than 100 grand for it. So she obviously wants to like make this mascara look top notch and make it look super good. So you know what? I felt the pressure to like add on an individual lash, and I'm so sorry that I did that. I would have been like, I totally get it. I feel like, hey, you know what? She's keeping it real. She's owning it, and I like her more for that. Her return though was like the complete opposite. She's like, I'm just going to ignore it. I'm just going to taunt it and tease it a little bit, which I feel like, let's keep it real, Jeffree Star always used to be like that, and that's obviously why he became one of the biggest beauty influencers. Maybe she felt like, you know what, I'm gonna enter my villain phase and like get even more traction, get more people talking about me, and it may work out, it may not work out. We really don't know. Only time will tell. But I do want to say this though. I feel like there is a whole bunch of legal situations that obviously we don't know about. Say for example, if L'Oreal was like, hold up, you cannot comment anything about this because they may potentially face a lawsuit with the FTC. I think it's the FTC. Is that what it's called? FTC? Correct me down below. Let me know. Because say, for example, if she were to come out and say, you know what, I felt the pressure to put this lash on. I really wanted to make it look good. So I did put on a couple individuals. Like, say, for example, they ended up getting sued by the FTC, then obviously that right there would be proof that they did promote false advertising, and then they would lose their case. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I'm kind of thinking, you know what? Maybe she wasn't actually able to come forward and actually give a genuine apology because of contracts. I do want to say this though, which we will get into. I feel like she added fuel to the fire by commenting the things that she was commenting. Like, we'll get into some of it, but like, say for example, like people were like, are you going to address the elephant in the room? And she's like, I do address the elephant in the next video. Like, teasing it on more, and literally just what she did was like blow out of her mouth a certain type of way to get glitter off her face. And that was her version of addressing the elephant, which it's kind of like, okay, I totally get the pun. You know what I mean? But it's like, girl, you are egging this on and teasing it, which obviously makes it seem like you just really don't care. And I think this is where it sucks, because obviously she's making a whole community look bad. And obviously there's so many beauty influencers out there that are doing branded deals and sponsored deals that they're going to look bad now. And I think that it really does suck, because obviously there's so many real people out there, you know. Say for example, like I've been so obsessed with this Hourglass Veil translucent powder. If I were to, not that I will ever have the opportunity to be sponsored by Hourglass, but if I was, like, y'all, I absolutely love this product. I adore it. Like, it is so amazing for my skin. And now if I were to do a sponsored deal with Hourglass and I'm like, y'all, this powder is so bomb, I love it, it like blurs my texture, it's so bomb, like, you know what I mean, people are gonna be like, are you being for real, or are you just saying that because you're paid? Now obviously everybody in the beauty community is going to look fake because of her, and I do think that that sucks. Hopefully there's a lot of like mature people out there that realize, hey, there is real people out there, and Michaela doesn't make up for the whole entire community. With that being said, though, I do want to say, before even going into the comments and everything, or in her video, I do want to say she does not deserve to be canceled for this. I know so many people are like, y'all, I'm not going to support MAC or L'Oreal. Like, so many people are like, cancel this brand and cancel that brand. I'm like, y'all, look, at the end of the day, yes, she did lie. Let's keep it real. Okay, in my opinion, allegedly. Let me cover my end there. Okay, it's my opinion that she lied. But I just don't think that she deserves to be canceled, because obviously we all do make mistakes and we all do mess up sometimes. And I feel like to be canceled over that, it's like, nah, like she can make a comeback from this. And I do hope moving forward that she is genuine about the sponsorships that she does, you know? I do want to say this though, I feel like it was just super shady from the get-go, because obviously she was hiding that it was a sponsorship. She put it like the L'Oreal partner covered up by like her name or whatever it was. And I'm like, girl, come on. Anyways, I want to go ahead and show you just a small portion of this TikTok. I'm sure you guys already saw it, but just for context, go ahead and check it out.
I'm sure we all know why we've all gathered here today. It's the month of love, bitches.
So as you can see just from that small portion, obviously you guys can head over to her TikTok to watch the full video if you guys are interested, but I'm sure everybody saw it, so I didn't want to play the full TikTok. You guys can see that she is totally egging it on, and I'm just kind of like, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that, only because I'm just kind of like, girl, like you could have just like straight up ignored it, not teased it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, say for example, if I was underneath some type of contract to where I literally couldn't say anything, like my hands were tied behind my back, like I can't say anything about this or else I'm gonna like be sued for, you know, millions, then I just would ignore it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would just straight up ignore it. I wouldn't make a comment about it, and I would just move forward. Or I would ask, obviously, the company that I'm working for, like, say, for example, in this case being L'Oreal, I would say, hey, I need to make some type of statement about this. Like, can I at least say, hey, moving forward, I unfortunately can't say anything about this due to legal reasons or due to contract. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like she should have at least done that, but she was totally teasing it, which I feel like really just like played it down more. And honestly, y'all, I know that there are so many people out there on social media that were saying, oh my god, it's mascara, who cares? And it's like, y'all, she's making a whole community look bad, and it's like 100% straight up false advertising. And I saw other people like bringing Big Macs into it, like showing how a Big Mac looks versus how you get it when you get it through the drive-through. That's false advertising. And I'm like, that is so different. You're literally, yes, the picture is different, but you're getting everything in there. You're getting the 2 buns or 3 buns, and you're getting the 2 things of meat, and you're getting the cheese, you're getting the sauce. Like, you're getting everything in there. With this mascara, with this L'Oreal mascara, when you put this on, you're not getting false lashes on there. It is so different. Like, I saw people comparing it to a cheeseburger, and I'm like, yes, the picture is different. I totally get that. They like use Play-Doh or whatever, like fake stuff to make it, but you're getting everything in that. Like, I don't know, my brain went elsewhere with that. I was like, you're literally getting what they're advertising. Yes, it's going to look a little bit different, but you can't compare the two. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, say for example, they're advertising the Big Mac and it has 4 chicken nuggets in it, and then you order it and then you don't get the chicken nuggets. Then I could understand the comparison. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you're not getting the chicken nuggets, but they're not doing that. Anyways, off on a tangent. Sorry. I was just like, how are people comparing this to a Big Mac? Like, what? Anyways, this is what I'm just gonna like read through some of these comments because y'all just kept on going and going and going. I do want to say at the time of me filming this video, she did delete a lot of her comments. And I'm so stupid because while I was lying in bed on my freaking pain meds, I was scrolling through the comments like, oh my God, why would she say that? Like, why would she do, like, why would you respond that? I didn't screenshot it. I did get a couple screenshots from Twitter, but not enough because I did see a lot of her replies. So anyways, this is what people said right here. Interesting. And then this has 11.7 thousand likes on it. A slanted face, like a, not a slanted face, like a, how do you call that face? Like where you side-eyeing, a side-eyeing face, or like a look of, what is that emoji? Y'all know that emoji. Anyways, then this one right here, I kind of laughed at. Bestie, dot, dot, dot. Denial is a river in Egypt. I thought that was pretty funny. Yes, I know it's the Nile. I get it, but it was so funny. Anyways, and then somebody commented right here, which has 151,000 likes on it. I think we all know why we're gathered here today. I was ready for the tea. Obviously, we all were. And then somebody commented side eye that has 20,000 likes on it. And then somebody else, the way she completely ignored it, I love it, in all caps, obviously being sarcastic. And then somebody said, me ignoring my problems. And then I did want to talk about this one right here. Somebody said, you know what? It never was dot, dot, dot that serious. I don't think that people get it because maybe they're not in the beauty community, and maybe you're not in the beauty community, therefore you can't understand it. And I totally get it. Like, honestly, I could see myself being outside of the beauty community and being like, who cares? It's mascara. Like, who cares if she put a false lash on? There's other things going on in the world. I totally get that. However, when you make a whole community look bad, that's messed up. You know what I'm saying? Because now everybody's going to be like questioning the trust of everyone else. And I think that's where things get really, really messed up. A lot of people were actually praising her for being unbothered, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of crazy, because I genuinely feel if this was, and I'm just saying it, this is just my opinion, I feel like if this was anybody else, like say for example, if it was Jaclyn Hill, if it was Jeffree Star, if it was James Charles, if it was Manny MUA, if it was Laura Lee, I feel like people would have been going in. But I feel like because Michaela is solely on TikTok, I feel like there's like a different standard. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. I'm probably not articulating it correctly, but I feel like the whole TikTok community is geared towards a little bit more fun. And I said that before in videos as to where like YouTube, I feel like you have more time to get to genuinely know a person. Therefore, more people are invested. Therefore, they're going to be more disappointed. As to where TikTok's like, whatever, who cares? On to the next, scroll on to the next. You know what I mean? So they're not really that invested. Anyways, this is what some people were commenting, and I did get this from Twitter. I just typed in Mikayla Nogueira on Twitter to get these, because I'm like, why did I not take screenshots? I don't get it. The only one that I took a screenshot of is the elephant comment, which I don't know why that's, y'all, I'm telling you, I was literally taking ibuprofen, and then I even had to take like a what is it, like codeine, which made me so tired. So I was like a little bit out of it. Don't know why this was the only one I took a screenshot of. Somebody said, I wish there was an elephant emoji, and then she put the elephant emoji as to, or are we not going to address the elephant in the room? Which, by the way, can somebody explain that to me? I understand I could probably Google it, but now that I'm thinking about it, can somebody explain that whole the elephant in the room type of thing? Like, I just don't get it. Like, I don't know. Anyways, I've said it myself many times, but then I'm like, if you really think about it, like, who came up with that phrase? Like, are we going to talk about the elephant in the room? I don't know. Maybe because the elephant's so big and it's like on everyone. I don't know. Anyways, moving on right here. So this is what somebody said. Which mascara are you using, or is it just the falsy lashes? And she said Kiss Ruffle. And then somebody, oh y'all, this one right here I wanted to comment about because Matt commented on this, and this is, I'm not gonna put the person's tweet in here because this is where I got it from. But Matt commented on it on her return and said, there she is with a heart. And this person was like, I'm not supporting Mac anymore, which I do want to say I'm kind of surprised that Mac would even chime in on that, you know? I don't know. I thought that to be a little bit trippy. Also, she did, I saw it on Rich, oh my God, I saw it on Rich Lux's Twitter. I guess I didn't take a screenshot of that, but basically she had said too, like she prefers like Kiss lashes over Ardell, because somebody asked if there were Ardell lashes, which I was just like, yo, she's just adding fuel to the fire. Anyway, sorry this video is getting so long. The next thing that I want to talk about is Jeffree Star. Go ahead and check out this TikTok right here.
All right, y'all, I'm just going to say it once. Yes, I see your thousands and thousands of tags that Michaela is in Wyoming. I'm sure she's had that brand trip planned for a long time. Jackson Hole is like 6 hours away from the Starry Yak Ranch. But I reached out. I invited her to the ranch. I said, let's do something together. Let's try the L'Oreal mascara on camera, or will the contract not allow it? She's seen it and she has not responded yet.
So as you can see, I feel like he's obviously really trying to capitalize on this situation and say, hey, come over here. Somebody did comment down below. I feel like she'd love to, but her team will keep her away. And Jeffrey commented back to that and said they already have in the past a broken heart. So I don't know. I feel like that's a little bit trippy. I do have to say, for the entertainment of the internet, I feel like that would have been quite an interesting video if Jeffree Star would have had her on and they would have straight up tested out the L'Oreal mascara. Y'all, talk about her video having like 50 million views. I'm sure that video would have went viral too, because that would have just been like, oh my gosh, Jeffree Star and Michaela trying out the mascara together. That would have been a trip. Anyways, my final thoughts over everything. I obviously am disappointed in Michaela for her return, but then there is a side of me that is kind of like, okay, I understand that she may be under contract and can't say anything. So I do want to say that. Moving forward, though, I don't feel like she should be canceled. I do think, obviously, people should question her, integrity, because obviously now we know that she lies about things, which kind of sucks. Do you know what I mean? But maybe there is some type of way that she can redeem herself from this. What that will be, I don't know. You guys can let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Actually, really do let me know about that, because I am curious, like, how would you feel like she should redeem herself? With me personally, I will be honest, I will be kind of like, do you really like that, or are you lying? Do you know what I mean? For a little bit, until I can see that she's back to being genuine. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, that's just me. Make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.